Like BMW, Ellerman House isn't just a hotel.
The Ellerman House art collection is probably the only private art collection in South Africa where you can see work from the modernist period right up to the postmodernist period in one space.
It's much more than just driving from A to B. It's about the joy of driving.
Nic knows how to select his material to make it an artwork. It's not just because he's technically good at what he does. It's because he knows how to look and how to present a piece to make it an artwork.
It's all about stories and connections, and we just want to tell the, I guess, the story and the plight of plants. I can't wait. I've been waiting for weeks and weeks to see this vehicle, so just gonna get some coffee in me and then go and see what you have brought. I'm very, very excited. Sure, well, sitting here, I can certainly get used to this. When I look at this space, I'm absolutely blown away by this this vehicle, the luxury, the footrest, I don't know, I've never really had space like this in a car, I think. You know, you're usually quite cramped up in, I don't know, can you call it economy class? This is certainly a different class. You know, I'm basically given these panels. It's really the first time where I can see where they actually fit into the vehicle. The only place where the true documentation of flora exists is in the herbarium, and it's all happens on flat pages, with pressed leaves and pressed flowers and pressed everything. And I guess these, you know, I will probably use these panels as my herbarium pages. And so I'm looking at it from a sort of scientific angle, where I'm going to use this as a page, and I'm going to group the plants specifically according to their grouping in the plant world. You know, in the peninsula alone, we have 1,500 different species of plants to work with. I am going to depict the very, very, very common plants, so that when anybody who visits this car and maybe gets enticed by botany through viewing these panels, might probably get out of the vehicle and actually identify or recognize a few plants that are apparent inside the vehicle. The challenge for me was I create three-dimensional plants as they appear in nature, and my spaces I have to work with are sort of flat surfaces. Obviously a plant inside a vehicle could look okay, but it probably isn't very practical. I'm going to cast leaves of as many of the common plants. We're going to outlay them on these panels. We're going to cut away maybe 3 millimeters of thickness, lay the leaf inside there, and then cover it again with the similar resin that these panels are made up, or the the layering of the resin above the wood veneer. When I produce a body of work, the work gets sold off. It goes to many places around the world, hopefully. And this is, I guess, the first opportunity where creating a body of work to stay bonded in one space, which happens to be inside this BMW. Obviously, I have my doubts. But, you know, actually being driven around today is sort of makes me, you know, and in my environment of inspiration this is exactly where the entire palette came from, and where I can substantiate my decision making is, you know, in a sense it's not really made by me, but it's made by the environment that I occupy. Right until the last moment where everything gets put together, I actually won't entirely know what the complete picture will look like. I probably need to look at it sort of differently and just say, you know, this is my canvas, and this is the brand, and this is going to be beautiful, and I have to be confident. I think the biggest challenge is just sticking to a plan.